So I'm gonna be ranting about society and like why it sucks. This is like completely unrelated to like anything at all. Ish. I just wanted to make this video like completely randomly, and I'm talking about why society sucks and why I hate society as a whole. Now, this is not obvious. I mean, it is kind of directed towards a certain group of people, but the certain group of people that I dislike the most are like should be deserved to be hated on. If I get any hate comments, it will ironically just prove my point any further. And this gameplay right here is like my first ever Rocket Shake from like 10 months ago, like almost a year ago, and yeah, it was my first time playing Rocket League. Anyways, so why does society suck? Society sucks for a multitude of reasons. Now, now, one of the first thing that comes to my mind why society sucks is pollution. Humans, we make. Oh my god, I did not turn off YouTube notifications. Oh well, who cares? Just don't question my subscriptions or inboxes, please. Just don't. Just please, just don't. So the reason why it sucks so bad is that pollution, right? Humans make so much trash, right? And then they destroy the earth and they trash the earth. And it's just upsetting to see that. Like, the earth is providing you with so many things, right? And, humans are trashing it. And it's just like, why? Now, another reason why is war. Now you're probably saying, oh, but Barry, you like playing shooter games. That seems hypocritical of you to say, Like, you could be right, but like I don't like the concept of war. Like, sure, I'm sometimes interested. That doesn't mean I fully support it. Like, I don't support countries or nations or societies going against each other, right? It's horrible. I don't like people getting hurt. Really, in actuality, I don't like seeing destruction for civilians. Against the earth during the war happens. Death. In reality, I don't like that stuff. It's bad. It's bad. War is bad. Everyone, countries and nations should be peaceful with each other. And also another reason why I hate society is a never-ending social war. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, for a good example, there's technically an ongoing social war against LGBTQ, right? There's lots of homophobes, don't like gay people, lesbians, all that stuff, as if we weren't already aware of that. And it's just depressing to see homophobes and transphobes because if you're like gay or lesbian or any of that stuff, like, it's okay. Like, you can be what you want, right? Like, it's absolutely fine. Like, you shouldn't be judged for that stuff. You do you. It's your life. It's you live how you want it. And it's just depressing to see that there's like homophobes, and transphobes. People who like don't like it when people want to be who they are, and it's just really really sad. It just sucks. And another reason is that society hates each other for the dumbest things. So let me explain. Now, I can only make like one big example, or not a big example, just one example in general. Um, so, so there's always like another. Again, it's kind of like a social war, but not really a social war. Like the console wars, right, against Xbox and PlayStation, right? It annoys me because like you can always get harassed for like, oh, you play PS4, haha, Xbox better, right? And again, it's kind of similar to the LGBTQ, kind of like do what you want, right? Like, I don't care if you play, PS4, PC, Xbox, any of that stuff, right? You play whatever console you want that makes you happy. Like you get what I'm trying to say, right? And another thing is that okay, this is kind of like another example. No one here can really relate that much. Once again, um, where's the? Oh yes. So if you didn't know, there's kind of like I guess you can call it like a civil war between the COD community, between like Cold War and Modern Warfare, and it's kind of sad to see because the community is kind of divided, right? It's either like again like there's people that play Cold War, like they get harassed for liking Cold War, and there's people who play Modern Warfare that get harassed for liking Modern Warfare. It's always these two. Like the Call of Duty community is now just split between like Cold War and Modern Warfare, right? And it's just sad. Like why can't people like what they want without, attacking each other, right? And it just sucks. It sucks a lot. And another issue why I hate society is racism, right? Racism, yeah, we all know what racism is, right? Racism, people hating on, genders, race, ethnicity, all that stuff, right? It kind of relates to xenophobia. I come from an immigrant family, and like I mean, we never been discriminated before, thankfully. But it happens to other people, and it's just racism. Racism's bad. I'm pretty sure Morgan Freeman once said this, but I'm pretty sure he said racism will stop being a problem once we stop thinking about it. I think it was by Morgan Freeman. And another reason why I hate society is just society hates each other and we hate ourselves. Or not ourselves, just society itself hates each other. What do I mean by that? A extremely good example that every single human in this whole planet existence is a hatred between others and toxicity, right? Like people hate each other for like the dumbest of reasons, right? People hate each other in reason, right? And every time I see like any form of toxicity, like it doesn't have to be in a social media. It can be like in real life. Like the toxicity can be anywhere, right? Just anywhere. Like anywhere. Like anywhere, any place, anytime. Like when there's a form of toxicity, it just saddens me. Like it makes me have like this empty feeling inside, right? It's just like a dull emptiness, right? Because it's so depressing to see, right? We human beings can't even get along with each other. Like, why did God make us so intelligent? Like, we're so intelligent, we solve some things, but we cause more issues, right? And this thing whole relates to all the literally other points I have said, before. And I just hate, I just hate all of these things about society. Like I especially hate toxicity. I'm a sensitive person. I don't like seeing people hating each other. I want people to get along, right? But I just know that it's impossible because no one here, right? Like we all think, oh yeah, no, of course, but humanity can be better. We can all get along with each other. No, it won't. It won't. Ever since the dawn of time, right? It's a never-ending war, right? Like society has hit such a low point that like freaking ants, like ant colonies, get along better than we humans, and it's so sad. Such a small organism gets along better with its own species than we humans do, and it's sad, right? And another thing, it's kind of related to war, but like crime, crimes that again, don't judge my subscription boxes, just don't, please. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Oh yes, human beings getting judged on each other for whatever reason, right? Like for the games they play, whatever they watch, however they dress, however they act, however they are as a person, they're think about yourself as a whole, right? Think of yourself as a person, as as a whole, right? There's gonna be at least one thing about yourself that at least someone in this planet is going to make fun of you. Like, why do you think I don't show my face, right? Exactly, because it is ugly. No one wants to see it, and people are gonna judge, right? And I like being expressive. I like talking about other people, about other stuff, right? But I just don't want to reveal too much, because it gets me paranoid. Like, what am I gonna get judged? You probably think, oh Barry, you're just being paranoid, man. You're just being paranoid. What you talking about? Well, it's all in your head. No, it isn't. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding like pessimistic, but no, open your eyes. Be real here. And yes, I am known for I have a pessimistic personality, right? And I'm not trying to sound like edgy or emo at all. It's just straight up, facts. It's facts. Like I'm not. You can't say I'm worrying too much if I'm basically stating facts. I'm stating about true statements the evidence is like right there. Like it's right there. It's like right in front of your eyes. Like you can just open your eyes and you see it. Right, you see it right there. You just see it. Like you see it right there. Oh my god. And it is just so brain-numbingly bad. Like all these things that talk about society, it's what makes humanity so bad. Like, why are we humans so intelligent? Like, why? No, just please, God, why? We are way too intelligent for our own good. Like all the problems in the list, right? It's not gonna get any better, right? It never is. Like if it gets better, it won't. Now, because like for example, I'm gonna use a true example, right? If I was saying, oh no, man, Barry, in the future society will get better. All these problems you talk about, they're gonna be gone, right? And no, it's not gonna be gone. It's still gonna be there, but we just don't know it. Wait, no, I'm wording that bad. No. Okay, I think I wanted to say is it's gonna be gone, but it's gonna create a new suffering. Let me explain. So let's just say all the problems I've listed will be solved in the future, just somewhere in the future, right? And let's take an example. Let's take this fictional world called The Giver, right? The Giver is a real novel. It's a real novel made by someone, and yes, I'm using a novel that I read in school, and we have to do assignments on that. I know, that sounds lame, but trust me, it's a good example. Now, what is The Giver about? The Giver is about that in the future, in society, right? In society, there is no longer any pollution, right? Any pollution, there's no violence, there's no racism, there's no any of that stuff that I completely listed before. None of that, right? And it seems like a perfect utopia, right? But the only bad thing is, to get rid of all these things, they have to have strict laws and remove emotion from humans. And since the future, they have this little chemical that removes humans to feel anything or feel any emotion. Now, I'm not saying they feel completely psychopathic, right? Like, they'll still feel sadness or happiness, right? But never, like, anger or love or jealousy, right? And I'd probably say, "Oh, Barry, what are you talking about? Not having anger, jealousy. That seems pretty good, right?" But no, humans, right? To be human is to feel all these emotions. Now, and that sounds very unpopular. Yes, I'm very aware. You know, you probably say, "Oh no, Barry, it's better, not to feel jealousy, anger, hatred, depression, all that stuff." And yes, well, I understand that no one wants to feel any of these things. It's what makes us human, right? To not feel these emotions does not make us human, right? It makes us robotic, right? It makes us robotic completely. And back to what I was saying about the Giver. So in the society, right, and like there's no human emotion, there's strict laws, right? And it's going as so far as that babies are genetically modified. So like every single baby wasn't like created by doing, reproduction between a male and a female. You know what I'm saying? Like they're genetically engineered, right? They're just taking DNA from other people to create a child, right? And the child is assigned to a family, right, based on its traits and all that bunch of stuff, right? And it seems perfect. We're like, oh no, it's perfect, right? Wow, it's amazing, right? And I can't confirm this in The Giver, but also in the society, like if you were to ever somehow commit a crime, you could be sentenced for it. Like something I saw as like a tiny thief, right? Like stealing a chocolate from like the chocolate store or something like that could probably get you released. And to put it in simple terms, to be released is to basically be executed without anyone knowing, because they spread lies through this, right? And that's the thing, man. They're probably saying, "Oh, Barry, why are you talking about this Giver book? Why are you talking about this? Seems pretty. This doesn't make any sense." It does make sense, because what I'm talking about is I'm talking about a society, right? That looks good because it solves all the problems I have mentioned, but it's actually bad. Because then what you got is you got a society that does not have any emotion, right? Does not actually have freedom of choice, right? Like the people there in the novel, and yeah, they also made a movie based off it. Look happy, but they're forced to be happy. Like they aren't like strictly forced, but like they've been brainwashed, right? Injected with chemicals, brainwashed, like manipulated. And that isn't a perfect society. So the 2 points I made during this is that society sucks and there will never be a perfect society. There is no true society and there never will be, right? And and probably all of you say, "Oh wow, Barry, wow, you're so edgy, you're so emo," right? I'm like, all right. You maybe do have a point, right? But it's fine. It's fine if you want to make fun of me for being, being edgy or emo. But like, what I'm saying, it is true about society. It is absolutely true. Like, it is factual. You cannot disagree with it. Like, even if you try to disagree with it, it is because you have been tricked by society, right? Society has its own way to fool its own people. Fool, the weak-minded. Now, I'm not saying everyone here is weak-minded, right? What I'm trying to say is that society has come to a point where people are being tricked, thinking that like, oh no, all of these, oh no, you just gotta carry on, right? But really, think about all the things I said, right? Can you honestly really deal with it? Like, can you honestly deal with it any longer? They probably say, oh, Barry, I'm not like a soldier, like in the front lines. I have to deal with war. But like, still, you have to think about the people that sacrifice themselves during the front lines, right? I did not turn off Discord notifications either. Don't question any Discord notifications I get, please. Just don't, please. Please don't judge me. Oh, wait, if you do judge me, that proves my point in this entire video even further. So actually, I dare you to judge me, because then I can just make a follow-up video, and it basically just proves more of my points. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, back to what I was saying, right? God, I cannot speak at all. Oh my God, I'm so bad at making videos. Back to what I was saying, what I'm trying to say is that society fools us, right? It you think that, oh no, all these normal things, oh yeah, it's normal, right? It's normal. Right? And let's take a good example. Crime. Now, crime may seem normal to all of us. Crime happens. People want to do crime. For own good, right? And that is already a problem because we humans already normalize crime. Now you probably say, "Oh, Barry, you're completely wrong. I hate crime. I hate crime. Crime is bad. Should be stopped." I fully understand that, but what I'm trying to say is that like, we are aware that it's an issue, but we don't do anything about it, right? And you probably say, "Oh, Barry, that kind of makes you a hypocrite because you're saying that crime cannot be stopped. There can't be a perfect society." Yes, I am aware of that, but what I'm trying to say is that like we are aware that crime, for example, is a huge issue, right? And two things need to happen. It's one, we either ignore it, hope for the best, right? Or two, we end up turning to crime ourselves, which is the worst thing possible. Now, I'm going to talk about the two things first. Now, the first thing is like hoping for the best. This is obviously common between like almost every single human in existence. Sadly. Now, what I mean by hoping for the best, well, when you think about crime, right? You're probably already thinking about crime right now, right? And probably thinking, oh no, let's just hope it gets better, right? That's already a problem. You're hoping it gets better, but you're not actually doing anything about it. And probably say, oh no, Barry, I'm insert this trait here. Like, I don't know, I don't know, like 14 years old. What am I supposed to do? Or like, oh, I have a disability, or I have this, I understand that, right? I completely understand that, right? But even with these said traits that you have, you still can make a difference for society. You probably can't solve or save all of society, right? But you can definitely suppress it, right? Keep it at bay. It's fine, right? You're probably by this end of this video, you're probably already like scared or paranoid, or you're just like, wow, I didn't think of this, but like, you shouldn't be too scared, right? It's like everything I'm about to say, it's inevitable. It's never gonna be ending, So society, as I said before in a live stream, society is a bitch, and what do you do? Now, you obviously don't, this could be kind of funny saying this, but you obviously don't be a bitch back to it. That's like the worst thing you can do. You can always, try to make the world a better place, right? Now it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm gonna save the whole world. You right? Save the world from like World War III. It's just an example, but like you get the point that I'm trying to say. Like you get it. Like the change doesn't have to be big. Like it can be small. You can make someone's day better, right? And how can you make someone's day better? Well, I can't really list all the reasons because there's a whole bunch of reasons why. If I try to list all the reasons why, this video would go on forever and never end. But it's very simple, right? To make people's days better, treat people with respect. Take care of yourself. Don't do any crime. Don't do drugs. Finish school. Put effort into your school. Find new hobbies. Make friends. I just realized this sniper mantis guy has like 260 ping. God damn, I feel bad for him. I wonder if his ping got any better. But then again, there's me of 100 ping while everyone else is like under 50. Anyways, just ignore the gameplay for now. And as I was saying, it's possible to make people's days better. I have faith in everyone. There's so many bad people out there, right? Yes, bad people need to die, right? They need to be served. They need to be punished, right? But I'm not saying everyone is bad because you're probably saying, oh, Barry, you're saying that everyone's bad because you're saying society as a whole sucks. Yes, because we're looking at as society as a whole. Like I'm not saying that the people watching this video suck, right? And I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping you're not either toxic, racist, homophobic, transphobic, a criminal, or any of that stuff, right? I'm hoping, right? If you are one of those things, you need to stop watching this video. You need to stop watching this channel. You need to stop talking to me, and you need to log off the internet for a day. Think about your stuff. Think about the actions you've been doing, and think about what can I do better to society to make it at least a tiny bit better, right? And no, that was obviously not supposed to be in a mean way. It's supposed to be neutral, I guess. Once again, I am not saying people watching this video are all bad. We're looking at society as a whole. We're looking at society. Not just like in the 21st century, right? We're looking at the 20th century, 19th century, just society from like the dawn of time as a whole, right? They'd probably say, oh, but Barry, society for some, like monkeys, maybe racism, homophobic, transphobic, toxicity wasn't that a thing, right? I'm gonna have to disagree with you because a form of toxicity did exist, We were all like primates. We did fight each other for, mates and stuff. Like, oh yeah, back then, we used to fight. Oh, how many women can you get? How many women or men can you mate with? Or how much territory can you get? Who is the most dominant alpha in the group, right? Or who's better, right? Oh, we gotta hunt animals for food, right? And by the way, I'm talking about like primal ice age humans, not like nowadays humans. No, just no. Why? No, right? So like I guess these problems have been starting since the dawn of time. Now you're probably all confused. Like, oh, Barry, you're confusing me. You're saying that you want these problems to be solved, but now you're saying that these problems cannot be solved because then it would not be a perfect society. Like, you're so confusing, Barry. Like, what are you trying to say? And to be quite honest here, this is the part where I started to run out of things to say. Like, I don't know. And society, right? Like, just like society won't get any better, right? And it's only a matter of time, right? Like you have to wait and see, right? See if society gets better or worse, right? Because if you think about it, society as a whole is also pretty unpredictable. Like we will never know what happens, right? And again, I'm not gonna list the reasons why because I already done like so many examples and I'm probably boring everyone to death. But basically, I'm just saying, society is very unpredictable. And you probably say, hold up, Barry. Now you just say we gotta wait and see. Isn't that what you were going against? That makes you such a hypocrite, bro. I'm done. I'm unfriending, unsubscribing, not watching your channel. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that you can, be a better person. Make a little bit of change for society, right? But after doing that, then you can wait and see, right? Now, I'm not saying that everyone has to do something good, right? Like it's fine if you are like uncomfortable, for talking to people, or like uncomfortable doing things for the better of society. But I'm also not saying don't be a bad person, right? Again, all the reasons why it said why society sucks, right? Like it's fine if you want to keep things to yourself. We're all human. We have our own ideologies, I guess. But even with these said ideologies, you don't want to have bad ideologies. You don't want to have bad intentions, right? Now, yes, I understand. There's justifications for everything. But like that's like a whole different other topic. That's like for a whole other discussion to talk about. Um, and yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. So in this entire video, this entire me talking about this, what I'm trying to say is that society sucks. It will always suck. It will never get better. If it does get better, congratulations, but there will never ever be a perfect society. And once again, if you're homophobic, transphobic, a toxic, a criminal, right? And again, like I said before, you need to stop. You need to stop watching this video. Stop watching my content. Stop being on the internet. Evaluate yourself and make change for the better society. And yes, so thank you coming to my coming time to my God. I cannot speak at all. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I love you guys so much. No homo as a friend. No homo, no hetero. That stuff. And I wish you a very good day. Goodbye. Barry out.